Here are tonight's winning lottery numbers.
Good evening, I'm Kylie McGivern in for Wendy. New tonight, a big update on the effort to move University of South Florida's games from Raymond James Stadium. The shakeup that has fans asking questions about the on-campus stadium plan. Also new, an arrest for an alleged roofing fraud scheme in the Tampa Bay area. How state officials say the accused were causing damage to homes to cash in. Tonight, a look at what's next for Florida's Republican Party after calls from both sides of the aisle for the resignation of the head of the state GOP. All of that and a look at the Florida pilot program helping people become a part of society after prison. Tampa Bay Tonight starts right now. New tonight, 4 employees of a Tampa Bay-based roofing company are facing charges for a scheme to file fraudulent claims to Citizens Property Insurance. These are pictures provided in the affidavit. The defendants, Paul Vautour, former vice president of sales for Castle Roofing Company, and 3 other employees, including his daughter, Kiana Vautour, Robert Lusk Sr., and Robert Lusk Jr. Court documents state Citizens' investigation into supposed weather-related roofing claims submitted by the defendants revealed a pattern of damage that was consistent with man-made manipulation of roof coverings. It goes on to say Citizens began surveillance. The affidavit states that surveillance revealed employees of Castle Roofing would manually bend shingles on roof coverings to replace damage caused during an alleged wind event. After the chief financial officer announced the arrests, this afternoon, we reached out to Castle Roofing for a comment. So far, we have not received a response. For months, a statewide committee worked to determine if Florida's circuit courts should be combined. And today, that group recommended against that controversial move. The state Supreme Court appointed the Judicial Circuit Assessment Committee over the summer to determine if making that change would help our state's court system run better. After a series of meetings and public hearings earlier today, the committee released its recommendation to the state Supreme Court. In it, the committee said the court system could be improved in less disruptive ways. The state Supreme Court will now take this letter into consideration and make a final recommendation on the future of our court system to the state legislature. It is a big weekend for college football. On Sunday, USF will learn where it's going bowling for the first time since 2018. And speaking of USF, an update tonight in the push to move them from Raymond James Stadium to an on-campus stadium of their own. The contract to make that happen has been terminated. Reporter Chad Mills joins us now. What are fans making of this news?
Well, Kylie, both the university and a former sports executive tell me fans should not panic.
So, Chad, will Bulls fans have any clarity anytime soon?
Well, Kylie, we should learn a whole lot more about the situation when USF's board meets on Tuesday.
Good to know. Thank you, Chad.
The most accurate weather team in Florida, ABC Action Weather.
How you doing, everybody? Wild night of football, and boy, we got a lot going on this weekend as well, obviously, right? With Georgia playing, with FSU playing. We'll see how things play out over the next 24 hours for the playoffs. For us, weather-wise, things are playing out with a few showers across our northern counties. From Citrus County, northern Hernando, there are a few showers out there. Most of this isn't making it down to the ground. A few showers are, and there will be some fog overnight with high humidity right on through the weekend. Temperatures right now, 60s and 70s. There's the moisture. Now off north, there's actually a tornado watch in the Panhandle. It will not make it for us tomorrow. The front does arrive on Sunday, and when it does, we might see a few showers before cooler weather returns by the middle of next week. So overnight, partly to mostly cloudy, warm and muggy, some patchy fog. Warm tomorrow. We'll tell you just how low those temperatures will go coming up in a few minutes.
Tonight, the future of Florida GOP leadership is in question after calls for Chair Christian Ziegler to resign. Ziegler has not been charged with the crime, but he is under investigation in a sexual battery case. The accusations alarming to people on both sides of the aisle. In-depth reporter Rochelle Aline joins us now. What does this say ahead of a major election year?
I mean, it's raising a lot of questions, right? I mean, two of those biggest questions tonight are, will he step down? And if he does, what happens next? Well, according to the Constitution for the Republican Party of Florida, if Ziegler steps down, the party's vice chair, Evan Power, would temporarily take over, and the party would then have 60 days to hold an election to select a new party chair. Tonight, ABC Action News also obtained copies of search warrant affidavits filed in this case. They detail an apparent sexual encounter between Ziegler, his wife, and another woman. The affidavit claims the three had planned to meet up to have sex, but Ziegler's wife couldn't make it. That affidavit claims that Ziegler then showed up to the other woman's home alone and raped her.
And Rochelle, I understand that there's a 911 call that's being reported on.
That's right. According to the Florida Center for Government Accountability, they've released an apparent 911 call connected to this case. And in it, a woman is heard asking for a wellness check for a friend who had been raped.
Rochelle, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Now, Ziegler's wife, Bridget, is a current Sarasota County School Board member. ABC Action News reached out to the district, but they did not offer a comment on the topic. Member called it a distraction. Bridget was also a founder of Moms for Liberty. We're told she stepped back from the organization's board in 2021. The statement Moms for Liberty sent us says, in part, we have learned long ago to not believe everything we read online, and we are confident she will get to tell her side of things to those who are interested in more than clickbait. A huge block party along Central Avenue in St. Pete is on pause tonight. Why First Friday is canceled until further notice. The Trop is decked out in lights for the holidays. Chief Meteorologist Dennis Phillips was at Enchant Christmas earlier this evening, if you were able to join us. This looks incredible. I know your daughter was having a blast on the ice.
Well, they got the ice skating rink there.
Yes,
you know? And
it's incredible.
And it's not just a little circle. You see it right there.
There you go. There it is.
I mean, it's kind of a maze. It takes you through this forest. And if you're not familiar with it, it's at the Trop. It runs all of the month of December. And you can just show up at the box office like if you were going to a Rays game, or you can get tickets through enchantchristmas.com. But I'll tell you, Kylie, I was walking around once the doors opened up, and there was nothing but smiles. It was awesome. I mean, everybody was just having an absolute blast.
Well, and we know that this is like your favorite time of year. I mean, you are a big Christmas person, so for you to be as blown away as you were, I mean, I'm ready to get a ticket just to see the expressions.
It really was awesome. By the way, how you like the football game? This 12-18 at night. Welcome to the late shift.
For those of you joining us, we appreciate it.
Yeah, you got to figure everybody out there was watching Oregon and Washington, because nobody else would be here right now watching.
Right.
So it was a good game.
Tapping in tonight.
And we got a lot of football coming up this weekend as well. For us, though, you know, you're going to talk about heat. You're going to talk about humidity, not what you would think December football weather. Of course, Bama taking on Georgia and FSU taking on Louisville. I don't think weather is going to be a huge issue in those spots, but we will keep our eyes on it. For us, there are a few showers going on across northern sections of Citrus County, Hernando County, and some rain offshore. Now, that rain will move onshore. It already has, for that matter, across a few spots in Citrus County. But really, our big weather story tomorrow, we're going to start out with some fog in some spots. It's all about the warmth. It's all about the high humidity. And there's the rain. Matter of fact, there's a tornado watch in effect across much of Louisiana and into Alabama. And that is a front that is eventually going to make it here by later Sunday into early Monday. It's going to bring us a few scattered showers, and it's going to give us another round of colder weather next week. Now, not as cold as this last one we had, but still, you'll notice it. I think highs in the 60s by Wednesday and Thursday. Right now, we're in the upper 60s to lower 70s, but boy, it is humid. It's really sticky out there. Earlier on today, we had highs mostly in the mid to upper 70s. Outside right now, temperatures in the lower 70s under mostly cloudy skies. Again, that light rain going on in Citrus County. You can see it right there. Some of that not actually making it down to the ground, but some is. A few sprinkles here and there through the overnight hours. So tomorrow, the way you play it, if you live in Citrus or Hernando, you might see a few showers. Otherwise, I think we're warm, we're muggy, and it's partly sunny with high temperatures right back in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. But you see what's going on up in the Panhandle? That is the front, the rain out ahead of it. And there could be some pretty feisty thunderstorms across the Panhandle all the way back toward Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. And once the front gets here on Sunday night into Monday, it will bring us a few showers. You can see the rain out ahead of it on Sunday. Not a lot, though. And then you notice, even by Sunday night, Monday morning, a little bit better chance as some rain comes in off the Gulf. But as we go through the day on Monday, gradually skies begin to clear and temperatures drop, and boy, do they. Highs back in the 60s on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then I think we're back to about where we should be by next weekend with highs in the mid-70s. So rainfall potential, not all that great. I do think the better chances, as we saw with the models there, will be in our southern counties, maybe early on Monday morning. Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. Rain chances tomorrow, less than 10%. On Sunday into Monday, rain chances 10 to 20%. There could be a lingering sprinkle on Tuesday, but otherwise, I think we're back to more sunshine and high temperatures. That's the big weather story as we go into the 60s later in the week and into Friday.
Prison in the Sunshine State, the cycle of incarceration eating away at Florida families, and the solutions next.
It's go time. Register now for the Publix Gasparilla Distance Classic.